to ask one follow-up on the Norway thing. I'm sorry, because in the filing that was filed here, it said that you initiated the preparation of the information, and that in the course of that, you accepted an offer from the government of Norway, including its petroleum directorate. So I guess, I mean, when they say you, do they mean you? No, I mean, that's what the filing says. That's why I'm surprised to hear that you don't know. Like, who ultimately was behind it? Did Norway come to you and make an offer? And I asked through the spokesperson's office here, and it was sent to your office. I wanted to know how much money, you know, how this all came about. Just because there's a petroleum directorate of an oil drilling company, it seems fair to ask what safeguards are there that they don't benefit from their role.
No, I'm not aware of what you are saying. My understanding, Norway has helped a large number of countries in West Africa and other countries to submit, to help them to prepare their submission. It is not only Somalia, Kenya, but other countries in West Africa and probably in Latin America. But I'm not aware of any oil company or any others.
Is there just some way we can get, I mean, I don't expect you to do it from here, given what you said, but is there some way from your office to understand what, just to have this line from the report unpacked, like who approached who, how much money was spent?
Yeah, but ask Norwegian, ask people who prepare the report. I have not seen this report. I have not even seen your computer.
Right.
When we finish, you show me your computer. How could I know?
Okay, no, but it says you did it. That's all I'm saying.
How could I wish
you made the filing because you're viewed as the.
If I made the filing, you can get it.
Right, but it doesn't say how much Norway paid, nor does it explain how. It says that you accepted their offer. So I'm asking you, where did they approach you? How did you accept their offer, and what did they offer?
Sir, I told you I don't have your. You see the offer. It must be public if it is at UN. It is public.
I read it's public, but nothing beyond that. That's why I'm asking. I mean, there's other issues to be raised. I'm just saying, like, that's why
No, I understand, but I'm not aware of what to say of oil company. Thank you very much.
It seems those are all the questions we have for. Yeah, basically.
About the Eritrean involvement in the conflict, Asmara said that they not involved at all in the conflict. They're not providing the Al-Shabaab with arms and ammunition. You on the ground, so what do you have to say about this? Is Asmara really involved militarily in the conflict in Somalia?
Well, I cannot monitor the movement of people who are helping or not helping. So I cannot say that Eritrea is involved. What I can say, because you saw it here, is Eritrea made a number of public announcements. The most known to me is a press release by Minister of Foreign Affairs dated 23rd February of this year, inviting every country or any peace-loving country to topple the government. But if they are present in the field or send troops, I cannot say. I cannot say. But the government of Somalia think they are involved. IGAD think they are involved. But I'm not in a position to say if they are involved or not.
So other sources are also talking about foreigners from Yemen. Are you aware of that?
I didn't get you.
Other sources are talking about foreigners, fighters from Yemen involved in the conflict. Are you aware of any foreigners involved in the conflict except
there is a wide confirmation, in version, that there are foreign fighters in Somalia assisting the rebel groups. And the leader of this rebel group have stated a number of times that any foreigner is welcome, and they disputed the number, but they didn't dispute the reality of foreign fighter in Somalia. So I assume that there are foreign fighters.
Yeah. Okay. One last question?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
There was Oxfam, the NGO, testified to the Senate Foreign Relations Committee last week, and about Somalia, and they said that money has been committed now for the security sector, but that in the past this has sometimes exacerbated problems rather than solved them, and they gave the example. They said that UNDP gave direct financial support to police salaries, and some of these police were implicated in serious human rights abuses. There was their statement, and actually I think the foreign minister of Somalia just now said he at least thinks that's something to be looked into or to be taken seriously. The UN here has said some donors are paying stipends to UNDP trained police in Somalia. I guess what I wanted to know is, I'd like to definitely know which countries they are that are paying the police in Somalia, which maybe you know or can get afterwards. But what safeguards are there that that money coming in to be given to security forces don't end up in abuses or attempts to crack down on roadside bombs that kill civilians, things like that? What training is there going to be to make sure that it doesn't exacerbate the problem?
Thank you. First, I don't agree with this assertion. I'm serious about these issues. Sir, people are killed for 20 years. And we are sitting here in New York, London, Washington, Paris, or Addis Ababa. For 20 years, country is neglected. UNDP received assistance to train 2,700 policemen. And this is a small portion of a police force, you see. And they have not been paid for 18 months. To make it an issue, in my opinion, and I say it thinking loud, is irresponsible. You know, the problem we face today is anarchy and disorder, and not to pay trained police based on curriculum, because a few of them may have stolen money or may make abuse, is unacceptable. And the police I'm talking about is a small portion, 2,700, compared to the large number of others. We should look into the overall picture. We cannot, you in particular, and all of us, you journalists, I'm not talking to you personally, say witness, accomplice to what Museveni rightly has said, a genocide in motion. I'm not here to seek the headline. It is, Somali is a sore in the eye, in the mind, on the heart of the international community. A whole population taking a hostage, and here you are telling me some people may abuse human rights, maybe. Probably.
I'm not saying that.
You are saying it. Whatever said it, I have responded many times, and you ask me, I told you I don't know the number of police. But you have 2,700 who have been trained. And not to pay them is to encourage more killing, more anarchy, and you will be responsible of it by denouncing this.
I mean, I'm just saying that this was said to the
I
Senate.
think you will be, one day you will be responsible of it.
Okay. I think on that note, we just want to say thanks to SRSG Ould Abdallah for agreeing to come and brief us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so, and I would like, no, thank you, and I would like really to give credit to President Museveni for reminding of a genocide in motion taking place. And I mentioned it, genocide against a generation. For a generation now, people are being killed, and we are asking sophisticated questions, you know, what the French call le sexe des anges. Donc, it is, and I appeal to you here in the media to talk about the plight of Somalia. How many orphans, how many handicapped, how many maimed, how many forced to exile, how many people are silenced. When this government was put in place, the displaced person came back to Mogadishu, about 70 to 75,000. And now they are on the run. And people who are doing it are on the United Nations Security Council list of terrorists. And they are now trying to penetrate Mogadishu to do the same thing. They know they cannot run the country because they are on a red list of International Community Security Council. And we are silent. We cannot say we don't know. I'm telling you, we should know, and everyone should know. We should not look the other side.